Welcome to my channel. If we want to live long and healthy lives, one of the most important things we need to do is to keep moving. And Pilates is great. It works on mobility, on strength, on breath, on the body-mind connection, to name just a few. But there's some very serious science that suggests that if we really want to keep fit into our later years, we might be wise to add a few elements to our regular Pilates class. And that's what we're going to do today. So we're going to be working with heavy weights. Now, heavy is going to look different for each one of us, depending on our fitness and strength level. So please choose weights that feel challenging but safe for where you're at the moment. Another thing we're going to do is work on coming up to standing and going back down to sitting without using hands. This is a skill like any other, that if you don't use it, you lose it. So we're going to be looking at different ways that we might try and improve that. So we're going to start off standing. Just make sure the weights are somewhere close by. We're going to start off without them. Going to come to a parallel position. Take a deep breath in, stretching your arms up, really filling the lungs with air, clasping the hands, stretching up, and just begin to stretch in any way that feels good. Maybe from side to side. It's really as if we're waking up in the morning and stretching and yawning through the body. And bringing the fingertips to the shoulders. We're going to circle one elbow forward and then take it back and then bring the other one. So nice big circles. Warming up the shoulders and creating some movement in the upper body. Let's change the direction of the circles. Keep breathing slowly and deeply. Bring the hands together. I'm going to take wrist circles. Really important to warm up before working with heavier weights. And then circle in the other direction. Give your hands a little shake. And then make fists and place them on your lower back. And quite vigorously rub the lower back and the sides of the buttocks. Then we're going to bring the hands, place them on the sacrum. Gently press the hands into the sacrum. Lengthen the spine, open the chest. And looking up, it might feel nice to keep going. Just go as far as feels good for your body. Opening the chest. And then coming back. Chin down towards the chest and rolling down vertebra by vertebra. Really relax the head, relax the shoulders, relax the muscles of the face. We'll start with a little bend of the knees and then stretch the legs. So to begin with, we're going to take it pretty small. We're going to be doing lots of squats later. So it's really important to get the alignment right. The knees are directly over the toes. And when we've got the alignment, we can take it a bit bigger. So go down a little bit further. Still, for now, keep the heels on the mat and stretch. So you might be feeling a stretch in the Achilles tendon. I'm going to do it one more. This time, allow the heels to come up. And then we're going to rock forwards and backwards. Reaching the heels back and then lifting the heels up, transferring a little bit of weight onto the hands, just working through the feet. Another time forwards and then back. Stay, press your heels down as you reach the sits bones up. Relax the head, relax the muscles of the face. And slowly rolling up vertebra by vertebra. Feel the tailbone rolling down as the stomach lifts up. And then reaching the head up towards the ceiling. Again, inhale, reaching up. This time we're going to hold on to one wrist. Stretching up, so opening one side of the body. And then taking a side bend. And let's go to the other side, thinking first of lengthening and only then taking the side bend. Coming back, let's clasp the hands behind the back. Take the hands back, opening the chest, looking up just as much as feels good for your neck. And then diving over. Head goes down, lift the arms up, soft bend in the knees, and then bend the knees a little bit more. Again, keeping that alignment. So you might find your hands are going a little bit closer towards the floor as you bend the knees. And then stretch the legs. See if you can keep the hands reaching towards the floor over your head. Bending, inhaling, stretching, exhaling. Each time you might find your shoulders opening a little bit more. One more time, bend and stretch. And then bend the knees. Place the hands on the front of the shins. Press into your shins as you extend your upper back. Open the shoulders. Stay, again, checking the alignment of the knees. And then place the hands in the front of the mat. Take the legs back. So we're in a downward facing dog or a triangle position. And just walking out the dog. So bending one knee, reaching the other heel down. Stretching behind the leg. And play with it. And we're going to take both heels down. Lengthen the arms, lengthen the spine. Softly bring your knees down to the mat. And let's take a rest position. Relax your forehead down, relax your arms into a comfortable position. Really tune into the breath. So if you can feel the rib cage expanding to the sides, to the back. And then on the exhale, softening even more. Let's come up to an all fours position. On the exhale, we're going to round the back. Stay for a moment. Think of pressing your shins and your hands down as you lift your stomach up. Curl your tailbone down a little bit more. And then on the inhale, arching the back, especially opening the upper back, opening the chest. And let's keep going with that. On the exhale, pushing the hands and shins down, lifting the stomach, rounding the spine. On the inhale, lengthening, opening. One more, just like that. Exhale, exhale. Squeeze all the air out. Inhale, open the chest. From here, walk the hands forwards a little bit more. Reach your hips all the way back so your arms are really long. And we're going to take a wave motion through the spine, rounding through the spine. Bring the hips down, open the chest, gazing up and rounding back, drawing the navel back to begin the movement. We'll just do that a couple more times. Undulating through the spine, getting lots of nice movement, lots of mobility through the spine. One more. Lifting your stomach, keep the stomach lifted as the hips come down and you open the chest. Rounding back. This time we're going to take the right leg forwards, drop the hips down into a lunge. Take a moment to feel the front of the left thigh opening up. Place your right hand on your right knee and rotate towards the right, relaxing your shoulders down. Keep dropping the hips down. Coming back, tuck your back toes, lift that knee so that back leg is really long. Push the left hand down as you reach the right one up. So again, twisting, lengthening, and think of squeezing your legs in towards each other, hugging the midline. Bring the arm back down. Let's come back to the downward dog, maybe finding a bit of movement or maybe just staying there and breathing. And then bring your knees down. We'll go to the other side. So the left foot comes forwards and really sink the hips down, relax. Left hand on the left knee, rotating, looking up as you relax the shoulders down and breathe. Coming back, tuck the back toes to straighten, really long back leg. Press the right arm down as you reach the left one up. And then bring that hand back. One more time. Coming to the down dog, just breathing into it. Let's walk the feet forwards to the front of the mat. Clasp each elbow in the opposite hand, drop the head, and just sway a little bit. You might want a soft bend in your knees when you do this. You can just change the arm that's in front to the back. And hang for a moment, relax ahead. Allow the arms to relax down towards the floor. Slowly rolling up vertebra by vertebra by vertebra. And we're going to start with the weights. So picking the weights up, we're going to start by squeezing them together. And just a really nice, simple squat to begin with. So again, making sure your knees are aligned over your feet, your spine is long, and pushing the floor down to come up. Just do that to begin with. And each time you might want to go down a little bit further. Keep lengthening the spine and pushing the arms, the hands together. Squeezing into the midline. We're going to do another 4, 3, can you get down a little bit lower? 2, last one, coming up. Take the arms up, and we're going to push the arms up, making sure the shoulders are relaxed down away from the ears, and down. Keep the breath going, making sure the stomach is engaged to support your lower back. Push and down, another 4, 3, 2, and 1. Going to take a sumo squat. You could either do it with both hands or just one. So I'm going to place one weight down. Bend the knees, keep the spine long, and push the floor away to come back. Bend, push to come up. So each time, see if you can get down a little bit lower. And here as well, we want to really align the knees over the toes. Think of lengthening the top of the head up, even as we go down, creating length. Another 4, can you get lower? And 3, 2, last one. Which I'm going to do one more so I can turn to profile. And this time we're going to stay down, place the weight down, and we're just going to sway from side to side a little bit. So I find it comfortable to have my hands on the floor. You might prefer to do it without your hands. And then we're all going to meet in this nice wide squat, hands towards the chest, using the elbows to open the knees. And as gracefully as possible, coming down to sit on the mat. Hands on the knees, lengthen the spine as you inhale. And on the exhale, rounding back and taking a moment to really scoop the stomach in. And coming up, lengthening through the spine. Again, round. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Reach the fingertips forwards, go down just a little bit more. And coming up to sitting tall. And again, rounding, trying to get your lower back and then a little bit further. Reaching up, reach the fingertips forwards. Exhale, each time we'll go down just a little bit more. Exhaling, rounding, reaching. And last time we're going to go all the way until we're lying on our backs. Oops, I've gotten off the mat. And clasp the hands behind your head. So start by elongating, lengthening the spine as you inhale. And on the exhale, lift your head and shoulders. Exhale all the air out. Inhale, head comes back down. Again, exhaling, really drawing the stomach in. Really lengthening through the spine. In. One more time. We're going to stay there. Take little pulses. Stomach in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. 9, 10. Stay. Relax the head down. Opening the arms to the side. Open the legs a little bit. And just let the knees windshield wiper from side to side, like an easy side to side, keeping the chest relaxed, the arms heavy, just opening up the lower back and the hips. Let's come back to center. We're going to reach the left leg out and flex a foot. Again, clasp the hands behind the head, lengthen. This time as we exhale and lift the head up, we're going to lift the leg just a little bit off the floor. The head goes back down. And again, lifting up, reach the heel away. So we're engaging the quadriceps muscles on the front of the thigh. And back. Again, exhale, stomach in. Inhale. One more just like that. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Reach the heel. And back down. So next time we're going to come up, stay up, bend the knee and bring the opposite shoulder towards the knee, the right shoulder. Taking it all back. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Another 3, 2. Last one, we're going to stay for little pulses. Pulse. Stomach in. Another 3, 2, 1. Head down, foot down. And before we do it to the other side, again, let's just take the knees from side to side. If we can, keeping the hands clasped behind the head to get a even bigger stretch across the shoulders. And let's do that with the other leg. So stretch the right leg out, flex the foot. Make sure the weights aren't in your way. As you lift the head, lift the leg, engaging the front of the thigh, drawing the stomach in and down. Again, reach the heel, stomach in, lift up and down. I'm going to do another 3 and 2. 1, stay, bend the knee, bring the opposite shoulder towards the knee and stretch it out and twist. Stretch, twist, really feel the obliques kicking in. And then on the last one, we're just going to stay for the little pulses and stomach in and in and in. Another 3, 2, 1 and relax. Hug your knees in towards you. Take each knee with its hand and circle around. So bringing them in, opening. So you're using your arms so that the legs can relax. Really warming up inside the hip socket. Let's go in the opposite direction. Down, open, circle around. Just keep the breathing relaxed and full. And bring your hands to the front of the shins. Lift your head up and just rocking up and down, massaging through the spine a few times until we come to a sitting position. I'm going to practice coming to sitting, to standing from sitting. So bend the right knee, place the left foot on the mat, and to begin with, feel free to use that right hand to help you come forward if you need. And you're going to stretch forwards with the left fingertips. Slowly come back, round the spine, bring both knees in towards your chest. And then switch sides. So the left knee goes down. You can use your left hand if you need. Reach forwards with the right fingertips. And then slowly coming back. Let's just do that one more time, slowly to either side. You might need the hand, you might not, and then you can use both hands. Rounding back, stay hover for a moment. And then again, either using one hand or both hands forwards. Now we're going to try without using hands, but we are going to use a little momentum. So round the spine, rocking back. Oops, coming forwards and stretch. Rounding back and reaching forwards. Round. And again, if you need, you can always use one hand, but we're aiming to do this without using hands. And each time maybe coming up a little bit further, a little bit higher, a little bit higher. Let's do just one last time either side. You might find one side is easier than the other. And then the next one, we're going to come from here all the way to standing, and we're going to come back to the weights. So back to the squat. This time the arms are going to start down. Bend the knees, see how close to the floor you can get the hands. And then as you straighten the legs, reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Keeping that alignment, knees over toes, and up. Bend really long spine. Push the floor down with your feet as you reach the arms. And feel free to play with the rhythm. You might want to take it a little bit faster. Push. Keep sure there's no excess tension in the shoulders. They're working, but we don't want tension. Another 3 and 2. Last one. And we're going to take the arms across to the opposite shoulder for a little rotation. And here as well, just make the shoulders are as relaxed as they can be. So we're using the arms, but also creating some movement through the spine. Lift. And if this feels easy for you, you might next time try it with slightly heavier weights. Let's just do one more either side. Then taking the right foot forwards, left foot forwards, right foot back. Doesn't matter, we'll do both sides. So bending both knees, the arms are going to be long. And we'll start off pretty small. Again, really important to check that alignment, knees over the toes. And then stretch both legs. So if you feel pretty confident about the alignment, each time you're going to try and go a little bit further down. So the aim is eventually to get that back knee all the way to the floor. And keep the arms long, keep the chest open. So a really important exercise for balance as well. Strength and balance. I'm going to do 2 more like that. And then on the last one, lift that right leg up. Bring the knee towards the chest. Try and find the balance on one leg. And then we're going to switch legs. Right foot forwards, left leg back, unless you did it the other way. And again, start off pretty small, just to really check the alignment of both knees over the toes. And if you feel you can control it, go a little bit further. Each time going further until perhaps you might even touch the back knee to the floor. Keep lengthening the head up. Feel the spine long. 2 more like that. Last one. And then find the balance on the right leg. Bring the left knee towards the chest. Hold. And then just place the weights down. We're going to be using them in a minute. Hands on the mat. Take the legs back. Bring the knees down. Let's take a puppy pose. So keeping the hips, the tail up high. Walk the hands forward. Relax the head. And breathe. One more deep breath in and out. Coming back. Let's take the weight in one hand and stretch the opposite leg so you can tuck your toes. So this is my right hand and right leg. And lift your left elbow up as you rotate. And down. Pushing the arm down, stretching the leg, opening towards the ceiling. And twist. Twist. 2 more just like that. Twist. Last one, I'm going to stay. If you can, depends how heavy your weight is, stretch the arm up. If not, just keep the elbow bent. And let's do that on the other side. Left hand presses down, left foot tucks, and the right hand takes away, just opening the elbow and rotating the spine. Press down as you lift the elbow up. 2 more, lift. And lift. Last one, either stay there with the elbow bent or, if you can, stretching up and coming back. We'll go back to that in a moment, but for now let's go onto the forearms. Lift the stomach, lift one leg up, and let's take little pulses as if we want to touch the toes towards the ceiling, really lifting the stomach. And then from here, circling that knee, big circles, as much movement as possible of the leg in the hip socket to keep those hip joints healthy and young. And let's circle in the opposite direction. Two more nice big circles. Let's just come back to that puppy pose for a moment. Soften the chest. Breathe. Let's go to the other side. So lifting the other leg up. We're trying to touch the ceiling with the toes, lifting the stomach, opening the chest, and then from there going into the circles, making them as big as possible. Keep the stomach lifting, supporting the back, and change the direction of the circle. 2 more. And relax. This time we'll take a little child's pose or rest position. Breathe. So again, stretch the right leg back. You can choose to do exactly the same as we did last time, or for a little bit more challenge, stretch both legs up. Press the right hand down as you lift the left elbow up and down. So again, we're pushing down as we lift the elbow up. And lift. Gonna do just one last time. Maybe stay there. Perhaps you might even stretch the arm up. Coming back. We have that one last time on the other side. So choose either just with one leg straight or both legs. And open. Let's do 2 more. Last one, maybe stay or maybe stretch that arm up. And bring the weights down. Tuck the toes, lift the hips up. Walk the feet forwards towards the front of the mat. Bend your knees so that your hips get as close as possible to the floor. And elegantly set your hips down. Stretch your legs up. Not sure how elegant that was. Reach the arms up and bringing them over, holding on to the outside part of your foot. And just relax the head over and breathe. Let's come up vertebra by vertebra. Reaching the fingertips out long, half roll down. Drawing the stomach in, lower back towards the mat. And stretching over. And again, rounding back. Stretching over. One more time, this time we'll keep going all the way. Reaching the arms up and back. Rolling up, full roll up. Stretching over. Just going to scoot forwards a little bit. And rolling down, vertebra by vertebra. Reaching the arms back, softening the ribs. Roll up. And roll down vertebra by vertebra. Let's do one more. Roll up. Stretch over. One more. Roll down. This time, opening the arms to the sides. We're going to take side to side. So lifting the legs up, keeping them at more or less a 90-degree angle. Let's take the knees over to the right. Use the center to bring it back. And then over to the left. And bring it back. So see how far you can go while still maintaining the upper body open. The arms pressing into the floor. Using the obliques to bring the legs back. Inhaling and exhaling deeply. Let's do one last time to the right and stay there for a moment. Taking a moment just to really feel the breath. And then one more time over to the left. And breathing. So let's come back to center. Rocking up and down the spine. Coming to a sitting position. This time we're going to come to a cross-legged position. And in order to help us bring the weight forwards, place your fingertips back, press them into the floor and hover your hips a little bit off the mat. Place the hips back down, round the spine, bring the knees in towards your chest. Change the leg that was in front, press the fingertips, hover, lengthen the spine. Hips back, rounding the spine. You're going to do it slowly one more time. You might need your fingers. If you don't, you can reach them forwards. I'm going to do one last time slowly, either with the hands reaching forward or back. And then we're going to try and do it without hands. So we're going to use some momentum, rocking back. And reaching forward, rolling back, reach forwards. And see if each time you might be able to come up just a little bit more. Use momentum if you need. Coming up a bit higher. One side for me is definitely easier than the other one. And then the last one, we're going to try and come all the way up to standing and take the weights. Back to the squat. So again, we're going to start off with the arms long, squatting down, checking the alignment of the knees. This time, as we press the arms up, see if you can lift the heels up. Pressing the feet down and then lifting up. And again, you might take it slowly, or you might want to take it a little bit faster. Find the pace that works for you and for the weights that you've chosen to work with today. You might want to try and find the balance. Stay for a few seconds. Let's do two more. And we're going to work the triceps. Bring one foot forward, doesn't matter which one, the other leg back. Bring the spine forward. Try and take your arms back as far as possible, and then bend the elbows and back. So we're working the arms, but we're also strengthening the legs and working on balance. And then one last time, when you stretch the arms, we're going to stay there and take little pulses back, back, back. Keep lengthening through the top of the head and reaching the back heel back. Stay. And again, lifting up that knee. Find the balance. Change. Reaching the arms back as far as possible, and from here, bending the elbows and stretch. Bend. Reach them back, reach the head forward. Two more. Bend. Stretch. Bend. Keep the arms back, little pulses up, up, up. Really long. Stay. Lift up that knee. Find the balance. And again, we're going to take that leg back. Similar to the exercise we did before, we're going to bend that knee and straight. Now, if that's enough, keep going with that. If you'd like to take it a little bit further, keep bending until the knee touches the floor. And then we're going to change the legs. Take the front leg back, change, coming up to stand, and then other side. So you might just keep going with the same exercise we did before, bending and stretching, or the full exercise. Change to stand up. And this is another way to practice getting from sitting to standing without using our hands. Going to do that one more time. And then we're going to stay down, put the weights where they won't bother us. Stretch one leg out. Open the arms. Let's stretch over and up. Stretch to the other side. And this time we're going to stay. Press one arm down, reach the other one up. Then just lift the leg up a few times. Lift, lower, lift, lift. Couple more just like that. And then bend the knee, hold onto the ankle, open the chest, and breathe. And do that to the other side. Stretch the leg out, opening the arms. Reach the arm up and over, and up. Once to the other side. And then we're going to stay just lifting that leg up and down, keeping the chest open. Bending the knee. Reach. Hold on to the ankle, opening the chest. Let's come onto the forearms. Take a plank. Reach the heels, the legs back. And rock a few times forwards and backwards. And then allow your hips to come down. So we're in the Sphinx position, opening the chest, gazing forwards, and breathe. Let's come back. Tuck the toes, reach the hips up. Stay here for a moment. Walk the feet to the front of the mat, rolling up. I'm going to choose to do the next exercise without weights. Feel free to add weights if you want. So we're going to squat down and lift up. And we're going to try and take it with a little jump. Up, jump, a little bit of explosive energy. Two more. One last one. Take the legs back and transfer the weight forwards. Just going to bend the knees and bring it forward. So a little bit of cardio just to end up with. Bend forward. Let's just do 2 more like that. Reaching your hips up to the downward facing dog. So you might feel that your heartbeat has become a little bit elevated. Breathe. Walk your feet forwards. And again, as elegantly as possible, without using the hands, come down to rolling on your back. And we'll take a crisscross. Lift your head and shoulders up. We're going to change the legs as you bring the opposite shoulder towards the knee. And maybe going a little bit faster, a little bit faster. We're nearly at the end of this session, so give it all you've got. And relax. So feet on the floor. And I'm going to roll the hips up, vertebra by vertebra. Stay for a moment. Think of the heels pushing down, and then as if you're dragging them towards your hips. See what that does to the muscles behind the legs. And slowly rolling down vertebra by vertebra. Again, pressing your feet down. When you get up top, think of bringing the heels. They won't actually move, but just imagine them dragging them towards your buttocks. And slowly rolling down vertebra by vertebra. Let's do 1 more just like that. Pressing down, heels towards you. Maybe we can lift up a little bit higher. And massaging one vertebra after another into the mat. One last time, we're going to stay up, reaching the arms up and back, so really lengthening the front of the body. We're just going to stay here and breathe. And then slowly rolling down vertebra by vertebra. And then just a little stretch to relax and finish off. So bring your right knee in towards your chest, squeeze it in. Opening the right hand, use the left hand to bring the knee across so that you find a really nice twist. See how much you could relax. Coming back, we'll take the 4-figure stretch. So hook the knee over, the foot over the knee. Use the right hand to just open up that right thigh a little bit more, and then bring the hands, hold on either over or under the knee, and squeeze the knees towards you. Let's take that to the other side, stretching the right leg out, hugging, squeezing the left knee in. Take a moment to really relax here. Open the left hand and use the right hand to take the twist. Coming back to the slow, steady breath. And then 4-figure stretch. So opening up the thigh. And bring your hands towards your knee to pull it in. Relax into the stretch. Should feel pretty good after all that work we did. And then just let everything relax. Your arms, your legs, head, muscles of the face, neck. Just take a moment to enjoy the breath and appreciate this hard work. Just notice how our body feels now. And I'd really encourage you to take as long as you would like to really rest. You certainly deserved it. I hope you enjoyed doing this class with me, and please subscribe if you're not already subscribed so we can do some more classes together. Thank you.